Fala galera, estamos começando mais um episódio da série Divinity Original Sin 2 e vamos continuar, né? No episódio passado a gente deu uma explorada aqui, conseguiu um novo poder, né? Exame espiritual. E aí consegui mais um level, vamos evoluir. Agora é o bom que a astúcia aqui, ó, tá aumentando meu crítico, né? 42%. E a memória tá me dando mais espaços aqui de magia, né? Que aí eu vou adicionando aqui. Deixa eu botar esse aqui agora. Vou deixar isso por último. Aqui, né? Vou deixar os de ataque primeiro aqui. E os outros que são mais situacionais, né? De fuga, por exemplo. Enfim. Os que são de fuga, de se esquivar, né? Enfim, deixa mais pra final. Beleza. Vamos dar uma investigada aqui. Também descobriu, né? Alguns. A lixa de essencialistas que podem ajudar a gente a melhorar, né? Nossos poderes da essência. Né? Teve Jarran que a gente encontrou, né? Pedir pra gente ir pra um local que tá cercado pela aquela névoa, né, mortal, não lembro agora não. Ali. Tem Sarrila, né? Também que a gente já. Tem uma porrada de coisa. Vamos explorando aqui de pouco em pouco.
Doesn't make sense. I'm missing something.
An elf in tattered red robes shifts through pages of handwritten notes spread across the table.
So many suspects. So many potential culprits. I need to narrow down the list. Think, you damn elf.
A floorboard creaks beneath your foot. The elf leaps.
What are you doing, elf? Trying to get a drop on me? Sneak up and slit my throat? I'm no elf. Don't you call me that. 7 preserve me. My own Magister comrades are vanishing from right here in Driftwood. Whoever's behind it must be stopped. If you hear anything, come to me. 3 Magisters vanished so far, all within Driftwood. My comrades believe some tinkerer named Higba is behind it all, but they're wrong. I'm certain of it. That's what I'm intent on finding out. This tavern is full of scum and degenerates. The true culprit I have to keep investigating. Keep the pressure up. The culprit will make a mistake eventually. If you see anything suspicious, let me know. A shred of dignity, perhaps? Honor? If fewer thought like you do, well, maybe I wouldn't have to redeem the whole damn elven race by myself. You do that.
Eu não vou ajudar.
I'm approaching this the wrong way.
Os mestros não, mas...
Yeah? You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny. Arguing with Mac is like giving medicine to the dead. He's as stubborn as a corpse and smells the part to boot. No wonder Papa Thrash gives him the stink any time he tries to go downstairs.
Another sorcerer on the loose. I knew they should have cut off the Meister's head and burn the rest. Gotta make sure it don't grow back.
The conclusion of a
Very
noble bloodline.
good, ain't he? Bet he'd even write a poem for you if you sidled up all nice like.
We wait, we wonder and wonder.
That glorious visage. You are fair elf, but Barstanza lure is unsurpassed. Such a face could only be sculpted by...
You have interrupted my newest masterpiece.
I don't think the smaller good if he bit you on the arse.
The bard clears his throat and gargles on his own saliva. He then returns to his poem, but his voice cracked.
Well, never you mind. Every sonnet I compose is a masterpiece, and my muse has been begging me to write something new. Wait! You might be just the stimulus I needed. I shall craft a rhyme for you and your race. All I ask in return is a handful of coins. It's an offer of a lifetime. Fame, notoriety, neither, or both. The thing about a good poem is that it wiggles into the ear. People think it's just a catchy rhyme, but it changes minds and hearts for good and, well, my friend.
See the cook for stew, friend elf.
The spirit of a magister stares dumbly at her translucent hand, the fingers of which have been sheared off.
My ring. Where's my ring?
The spirit pivots her wrist, staring at the fingerless hand, utterly, morbidly entranced.
I should have been more careful. She hacked at my sword hand first. I couldn't defend myself.
The spirit stares, absorbing your question, towards the kitchen. The spirit's lips part, trying to form an R, but it doesn't come. She forlornly stares at you, unable to find the words. The spirit looks at you with the smallest flicker of realization.
I was still alive when she started cutting pieces off me. She wanted me to feed.
The spirit inclines her head towards the kitchen. The spirit ponders your question and seems to...
Oh, in many places. I've... The smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
Weep, my friends, for Alexander the Innocent, killed by sorcerers, a most vile incident. A valiant warrior against the foil.
If they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to
Taken too early.
He fixes you with a stare, looks you up and down, weighs you up, the cut of your cloth, the weight of your bag. A moment passes.
Who gains the title Most Divine?
Then a smile creases his face, A smile carefully constructed to look friendly and authentic. A smile that doesn't reach his eyes.
Greetings, stranger. Looking to ease the pain of a decaying world? You're in the right place. Beers are ordered at the bar, but can I interest you in a nourishing bowl of stew? It's a dull choice, but I suppose you want what you want. Stew is a special order from the kitchen, on account of you being an elf. As you wish.
He dips his head in acknowledgement and turns away. An elf sways on her chair, her eyes focused on the counter in front of her, where she has 6 glasses in a row. With the nails of 2 fingers, she's pressing red welts into her forearm. She slides one of the drinks towards you, her head bobbling heavily on her neck as she nods at the Her eyes go wide with panic.
The fog came over them all. Everyone I know is... Excuse me. I don't know you.
A prim woman in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean rag. She pins you with blue, steel-sharp eyes as you approach the bar.
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
With surprising agility for a woman of her age, she reaches over the bar and swings a hand toward your face. You brace yourself for the incoming blow, but she...
We don't speak of His Holiness that way in this establishment. Ha! Go on. I'd prefer it if you did. The magisters here are like my children. Why, my boy Niles is the house physician in Fort Joy itself. Yes, that's my boy. Did you know him? Finest physician in all of Reaper's Coast. Top of his class. My, but it's been too long since I've seen him. You come into my house and slinger... You beastly thing! I abase myself serving an elf, and you reward me with that filth? Stay away!
I've spotted something. The cook acknowledges you with a graceful little bow, but keeps her eyes on you the whole time.
There's nothing here for you, brother. You should go back out front, where it's safe. There are other elves, ones who aren't working and have time to talk.
The briefest hint of disdain flickers across the cook's...
Some wouldn't see any luck here. Some would be ashamed to serve those who mock our own customs, who defile our ancestor trees, and saw nothing but death. Some would, but I must work. Here, my special stew just for my elven kin. Take it with my... Now I really must get back to my...
This ring, it bears the Magister seal, and there's blood on it.
I must insist you keep out of my kitchens. It's not safe for you to wander about like this. Sharp knives, boiling liquids, short tempers. Don't underestimate the dangers here. Now, please, I'm a ghost. Peddle your children's tales at... Please, I must insist you keep out of my kitchens. It's not safe for you to wander about like this.
Vou salvar aqui.
She grabs the ring and glares at you like a rattlesnake.
You should have just kept out of this.
She gives you a defiant...
Magisters are a blight. They deserve worse than the death I gave them. I wouldn't taint the earth with their carcasses. Better that they vanish into unsuspecting stomachs. I don't want to be lauded. If word spreads of what I oughtn't to trust you, it's a foolish risk. But something tells me you won't betray me. Don't prove me wrong, though.
I'll take your order if you promise.
All right, now.
She nods an uninterested greeting.
Here for the fight? This is a tavern. People are drinking. Eventually there'll be a fight. You planning on starting one? Buy me a drink and I'll think about it. Cheers.
She doesn't lift it.
Finally! Your colleague over there is... I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please. Ah!
He inhales deeply over the stew, savouring the scent of it, then scoops up a large chunk of meat. He pauses in anticipation, then frowns.
Rather disappointing, isn't it?
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly. His lip trembles dramatically.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. He was... killed. But no. Now here I sit. My closest companion gone. Our precious cargo, worth more than Lucian's right ring, lost to the beast-infested wilds. And on top of it all, the stew was a disappointment. Ah, then perhaps my luck has changed. Yes, perhaps this awful... But tell me, how are you with, well, Void Woken? Ah, terrific news. Then what I are, my mentor, Lee, and I were hauling in a goodly number of fine wares from the Southlands when we crossed. We made short work of Liam, may the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape, but my precious cargo was left behind. We'd invested our entire livelihood in those wares. I'd do anything to get them back. Very, very well, that's how. That cargo is worth more than a pretty penny. Now, give me your map. I'll show you just where to look. I doubt those beasts out. I can't tell you how...
What was in that blasted stew? Leave me!
You do know good boy of mine.
Oh,
I'm fine. Well, there's a fun face. Byron and I are patching you stay out of trouble. You're the best.
Magister's jaw is tightly clenched as he stares.
What? Well, do you stop wasting my time? Well, what are you waiting for? Tell me! The reward's whatever I damn well decide it to be. Now clear off unless you know anything useful.
Deixa eu salvar aqui pra testar, né?
You think a bloody cook could best the magisters of this garrison? How? What proof do you have? How convenient. You're out to collect a reward and yet you bring me real... I'm not going... Well, you think this is... Bring me real...
Eu acho que ela pegou o anel, né? Será que eu consigo roubar dela? Eu preciso melhorar essa habilidade, né? Do gato não. Tô com um.
The cook nods at you curtly.
Remember what I told you. Betray me.
I have to stop these disappearances. I'm not going to waste time. Well, what are you waiting for? Tell me. You think a bloody cook could best the magisters of this garrison?
The Magister snatches the ring from your pocket.
This is a conduct award.
He shudders and abruptly turns to his
Bellwether, get over to the Black Ball Tavern and question their cook. See if there's any truth to this. And you, if I find this is some sort of trick...
Esse aqui.
Pipe down, will you?
Hands where I can see them, Elf. I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder.
You shouldn't have seen that. Now I have to make sure that you stay silent.
Não, mas eu acho que eu não vou matar ela não. Ela tá matando os mestres.
A lifeless elven child is cradled in your arms. Your vision blurs to a raised valley below. Tendrils of death fog dissipate, revealing a victorious Divine Order army advancing. The spirit of Wivlia glares at you with...
Deixa eu voltar aqui. Falar com aquele cara lá, né? O que que ele faz?
What is it? Unless you know something about the disappearances, leave me alone. I need to concentrate. I was removed from their ranks due to my elven blood. I'll continue to serve, though. I won't stand to see my comrades taken by some vile traitor.
The elf straightens to his full...
I swore an oath. I won't turn my back on it. Not now, not... The cook? Of course, of course. So it was an elf all this time. Perhaps the Magisters were right to remove my kind from their ranks. The fiend has faced justice, I assume.
The elf glares at you with alarm.
You left her alive? I won't let that foul bitch get away.
illusion of a noble bloodline.
Stew is good, if you think you.
Murderer! You've been killing my comrades.
Comrades, you shame your kin, siding with those dogs. You should not have seen that, and you cannot unsee.
Tá, valeu.
The spirit of Wivlia glares at you.
Cooking notes. Wait. There's something wrong with this.
Same as before.
The ring! It was right here, on my finger!
Something shakes the Magister's ghost from her and brightens.
My ring!
Your words take a long moment to sink in, like they're being trapped.
Return it! Home to my...
The spirit smiles.
Não, cara. Vai.
Come on, can't I go play with the others?
No can do, chickadee. You're not. Tired of living?
The Magister's...
What?
Não, acho que eu não vou entregar ela não.
Well, do you know anything?
Vou voltar aqui. Pelo menos por enquanto. Acho que eu vou começar a causar um cauzinho aqui.
The cook nods at you.
Remember what I told.
Rudy. Nova.
Why, sorcerers! A most vile...
I don't know.
Same as before.
The ring! It was right here, on my... I remember it was warm. There was smell. The ring. Please find the ring. Rudy. Nova.
The cook nods at you.
Remember what I told you. Betray my trust, and you'll pay, just like those Magisters did.
The ring. Please find the ring.
Something shakes and bright.
My ring!
Your words take a long moment to sink in, like they're being translated for...
Return it! Home to my brethren!
The spirit smiles at you.
Diabo. Investigação. Não sei onde tá aquela ali, mas...
Hold it. Papa no, you no go.
Porra. Destreza, arte da guerra e pirocinese, né? Foda que não tem o slot, mas... Maria, olha aqui. Arte movoura. 2 de destreza, resistência, reflete, detonar furtividade à distância do movimento. Rapaz. Caralho. Eu vou trazer, porque talvez depois lá na frente esses equipamentos, né, evoluídos fiquem, sei lá, vai que ganha slot, né, sei lá, alguma coisa do tipo.
He grins.
Moha didn't tell me to let anyone of your description in, so why should I? It's already mad as a bag of cats down there, and I've no intention of flinging another. You again? I told you to scram once. Don't make me say you can't buy my phone. You can buy 10 seconds of me eyeballs examining the ground for, let's say, a small fortune. You look like...
He pockets the coin.
I've spotted something.
Mas peraí. Isso aqui. Mas essa armadura é muito boa, né? O lance é que ela ainda tá no level 9 e a outra tá no 14, né? Mas quando tá no 14 acho que ela vai estar 300 vezes melhor, né? Tô achando que eu vou talvez usar ela não agora, mas mais pra frente.
Look at that. A fresh face. Good to meet you, Governor. What's your poison, Dan? A sip or a smoke? Take all the tub. Pleasure doing business with you, Governor. Aye, so it is. But not just any Drudnay. Further down's the arena, see? And the gladiators are always on the lookout for an edge. I give them that edge. You could say that my darling herbs flower in the... So, if you're interested, Governor, all you have to do is use your imagination. How can I make you bloom?
Deixa eu ver isso aqui, que eu não sei se é daqueles diálogos que pode dar alguma coisa, né?
No problem. In return for a reasonable donut.
If he digs all kinds of...
Much obliged, Governor. And here's your blend.
The tigers fly, the leopards lie, and you, oh! But I know you, don't I? I have seen you in the night, the awoken one, hounded by dying gods. Just a dream, of course, just a dream.
Hail, darling. Call me Dorothea.
She draws close. You feel her breath on your neck. Hot, moist.
Oh, yes. I have something that you want. But I only bargain. Are you worthy of my gift? Handsome. I must consider your merits before I answer your questions. Why, I wouldn't tease you with a gift I could never offer. You don't think me cruel, do you? If you swam your way here, I might consider that a notable triumph. Surely you've accomplished... Indeed, this is acceptable. You are nearer the one than most self-described. Are you ready for me to grant you your greatest desire? I can't. Not yet. First, you must look into my ring and tell me what you see there. Gaze in...
She flashes her ring at you, and you stare at the luminescent stone at its center. You are floating on a current of pure source, surrounded by a kaleidoscope of colors. On the horizon looms a dark silhouette. As you approach, a beam of light washes the shadow away, revealing to you
is power you seek. To conjure, I will fulfill this desire. A kiss. Most delicious. Meet me around the corner and come alone.
Depois eu vou trocar esse. Ver se eu tiro esse de persuasão e boto em gatunagem, eu acho, né?
Are you? No.
She smirks. She's definitely not smiling with you. The dwarf looks right through you. No interest whatsoever in making your...
I know you. You're the one...
Kibsut, watch him fight. Watch him. See that? Right in the kisser. Doesn't he?
Dela. Pronto. Sumiu.
Her lips pout, but otherwise her face is steel.
I waited, yet you never appeared. I hope you have not changed your mind. I am most keen to... As you wish.
Dorothea sees you and heaves a shuddering sigh. She bites into her lower lip with enough force...
Darling, I admit I wish we could share more carnal pleasures. Yet I think a kiss is the...
You draw closer and close your eyes, eager to feel her lips on you. Yet her lips do not press against yours, and her hands do not caress your face. She is a woman no longer, but a were-spider.
Peraí. Vamos ver o que acontece.
Her fang painlessly sinks into your neck. You still hear her words, though they sound muffled, as if filtered through a glass wall.
You desired power, and so it's yours. We part ways now. I'll remember this moment. Oh, honey, you look so nonplussed.
She kisses her forefinger, then presses it again.
Now go.
Beijo da aranha. Me dá mais 2 de assustamento, menos 2 de constituição. Não tá boa. Eu tô crítico aqui. Aquele Lohan.
What do you want? Boss is busy. Good. Boss, listen up. Don't waste his time. I brought you up from girl to woman, Marla. Like you was my own.
He lifts his right arm, showing a white bandage beneath his ribs. A wet red spot shows through.
This ain't the thanks I expect. Who sent you?
The formidable dwarf slams his fist on the side table. You hear a loud...
Enough! Do you know they killed Anna? Do ya? Start talking sense or I'll take that tongue right out of your mouth and fry it for supper. Bart, Kate, get her to talk or bleed her out. She ain't one of my...
His sneer travels from the restrained dwarf to you.
And you better have a damn good read. Brave lad, all sitting here now. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me. Family matter. She's one of mine. Acting like her brains are scrambled, though. Came after me, but lucky for me, she caught an old wound. Scar slowed down the knock. So, how'd you make it out of Fort Joy? I've got people. They've got people. People talk. The Magisters never shut up long enough to listen. But me, here's one I heard lately. A group of strangers landed on the beach. You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all. So, what do you want?
Tell the truth now. Who was it?
Reckon I do. Knowing Siva, she sent you looking. I could help you. But last I heard, you was working for the Magisters. Big shots at the boats. Now, why in the name of all the Earths would I help a worm like that?
An unpleasant smirk twitches around the corners of his mouth.
Tell the truth now.
Right. I reckon I could help you out. Depending on what you can do for me.
He gestures towards the bandage.
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My girl Marla got it in her head to come after me with a shield. That ain't like Marla. Ain't like her to pull the silent treatment. And wouldn't you know it, that blade she used wasn't any normal bit of steel. Belonged to another of my people. Guy's name is Mordus. Bit of a loner, but smart as hell. I sent a few guys to go check on him, see if he knew what had got into Marla, but no one can find him. I'd like a word with the guy. Glad you see it that way. No one's seen him in a good view. I've got some people checking out his house near the tavern now, though. Tell them I sent you, and they'll let you know what they've found. Truth is, they might be glad to see you. Reckon a sorcerer will have better luck finding one of their own. Well, like I said, Mordus is a special guy. A sorcerer, matter of fact. If there's something you want to find out from him, you might want to ask before... Here, you can take this off my hands. More suited to your kind, really. Good luck.
The battered dwarf pulls her lips back into a garish, open-mouthed grin, flashing blood-stained teeth.
Leave me be, elf. This traitor needs my attention.
Step off, lest you want a taste.
Working for the DO, I bet.
Better not be giving, but...
Beleza, galera, vamos ficando por aqui com esse episódio. Se gostou, deixa o like, compartilha aí. Valeu!